Here is a story of encouragement that will change your perspective. Two men was in a hospital. Patient number one had to sit up every day at least for an hour to clear his lungs. His bed was facing a window. Patient number two, because of his condition, he had to lay flat on his back. Patient number two would wait every day for patient number one to sit up to clear his lungs and look out the window and describe to him everything that he was seeing out the window. Patient number two would close his eyes and visualize whatever patient number one was saying. Patient number one sat up and he describes the flowers blooming, the weather changing, couples holding hands, walking around the park, children playing and flying kites, and a lady, she must have been a dog walker because she was walking 2 or 3 dogs. Patient number two would close his eyes and visualize everything that patient number one was saying. The following day, patient number one sat up for that hour to clear his lungs, and he looked out the window and he started to describe a parade, a marching band, the tassels on a hat. Although patient number two could not see the marching band, he closed his eyes and he would hear the beating of drums. The following day, when a nurse came to sit patient number one up so he could clear his lungs, unfortunately, patient number one had passed away. Patient number two was devastated. He couldn't believe it. He was saddened. And although he was saddened and he was grieving, he waited for the right time so he could ask the nurse if the nurse would move him to the other bed where his partner was at, patient number one. He wanted to switch beds. The nurse had no problem with it. She said, fine. And when she came the next day, she moved patient number two to the spot where patient number one was by the window. He was so happy he couldn't wait. He used all his strength to lift himself up and roll over on his elbow so he could look out the window and enjoy all the scenery that was going outside as well. When patient number one looked out the window, he realized that there was no window there. It was a white wall. At this point, he's confused. He's disappointed, but more so, he's confused. So he says to the nurse, what happened to the window? Wasn't there a window here? Now the nurse, she's confused. She said, there was never a window here. He said, but my partner, he would tell me everything that he seen outside, and he described everything that was happening outside the window. The nurse said, the man that was here before you, he was blind. He couldn't see. He wouldn't know if a window was there or this white wall was there. Patient number two now, he says, why would he do that? Why would he tell me these things if it wasn't happening? The nurse looked at him and she said to him, maybe he just wanted to encourage you. And that's what he was doing. He was creating the scenery, giving his partner, his roommate, something to look forward to every day, to uplift him and to encourage him. And each time he visualized these things that his roommate was telling him, he felt included. He couldn't wait. This is what he waited for, and this is what it's about, encouraging one another and uplifting each other. I hope this story helped you. Have a great day. God bless you.